Pray with me. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of our hearts be always acceptable to you, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. See, I am bringing you good news of great joy for all people. Do not be afraid. 2020 has brought so many things to be fearful of. Great losses to grieve in the days and years to come. Anxieties and insecurities that may haunt us for a very long time. Despair, anger, hatred, struggle after struggle, masks and hand sanitizer, physical distancing and separation from those whom we love. Sickness, suffering, and far too many deaths. 2020 has proven to be a year that we are not likely to forget. And yet, I come to you on this strange, perhaps lonely, and still, even in the stillness, I come to you in this glorious night to remind you, my friends, do not be afraid. The darkness of this night shall pass, and the light will come in the morning. I know this to be true because, believe it or not, humankind has been here before. The dark night of the soul is a phenomenon that is not new. Creation has endured many trials, tribulations, great hardship, and suffering. And yet, God wills that we humans and all of creation shall persevere. Miracle upon miracle, hope upon hope, being found during the times when we find ourselves the most lost. Somehow, in spite of whatever our tragedies may be, we persevere through our faith and the grace, mercy, and love of God. God who loves creation so much that he sends his only begotten Son to us so that we might remember and treasure the grace and the beauty, the mystery, and the absolute and often unexplainable wonder and love found in the humblest of places, in a vulnerable human child born in a manger. An ever-present reminder that no matter what this life throws at us, no matter how bleak our future may appear in this moment, God wills that the darkness of this night shall pass and that new life for all of creation will come in the morning. In her book, All Creation Waits, Gail Boss, says, in the fullness of time, the Christmas story says that a girl gave birth ringed by animals. She lay the baby in one of their feeding troughs, where animal bodies would warm the air around his fresh-born human body. Mother and child fell asleep and woke to their chuffs and shuffling hooves, their calls and the shuddering of their hides. Later, sheep herders, smelling of dirt, damp wool, and milk, crowded into the stable. Out in the wild night fields, these animal men, sitting in the dark, were the first to get the word. A baby had been born, they were told, who would show people a way out of their small, pinched lives, a way to abandon themselves to the ever-present, unstoppable current of love that carries all things to radiant wholeness. Do not be afraid, my friends. I have no idea what 2020 will bring, none of us do. But there's one thing that I know for certain without a doubt. On this night, a baby was born into what we would consider a colossal mess. Yet, even still, on this night, a baby was born in the most imperfect circumstances and surroundings. In the dark of night, surrounded by the sounds and smells of simple, humble beginnings. On this night, tonight, in 2020, a baby is born who will show us a way out of our small, pinched lives, and who has already shown us a way to abandon ourselves in a way that we never have had to do before, to the ever-present, unstoppable current of love that carries all to radiant wholeness. On this night, the vulnerable Christ child is born in a lowly manger, in our individual homes, and somehow, though we're not together in this place where we want to be together, somehow we are still together. And in ways that we don't understand and that we cannot explain, in the mystery of it all, the unstoppable beauty quietly radiates from the love of the Christ child, incarnate in each of our very own hearts. Merry Christmas, dear ones. Merry Christmas. May the light and love of Christ bless each of you on this gloriously simple, humble, and beautiful night. Merry Christmas. Amen.